What's up everyone, and welcome back to Pass or Play, the series where we tell you what games are worth your time and which ones to skip. This week we're looking at Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, developed by Toys for Bob and published by Activision. Now, Crash Bandicoot, I'm gonna be upfront with everyone, is a series that I've loved since I was a kid. It was basically the only game I was playing on the PlayStation when I was a young wee little lad. Wrath of Cortex, probably one of my most played games of all time, getting the 100% for Crash Bandicoot. And I know that's one of the easier ones, but I was a child. Give me a break. So, I was pretty excited when Crash Bandicoot 4 was announced. Finally, a sequel to Crash 3, something for the fans that have been waiting. And my only fear was that it was not going to live up to the old school Crash reputation. And I can safely say Toys for Bob has alleviated all of those fears. So, Crash Bandicoot 4. I'm going to put it out there. This game looks fantastic, especially on the Series X, where it just got that next-gen patch, runs at 60, 4K. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the art style. We had that period where Crash Bandicoot had that weird art style, did not look good. All the characters were looking bad. They've brought it back to his classic roots. But updated. He looks fantastic. All the characters look fantastic in this game. The level design is phenomenal. Some of these levels look absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god, like the city skylines, the ones where there's a level where you have to jump across a bunch of moving buses. It's beautiful. The dark, dreary layers of Neo Cortex's dungeons, they look fantastic. I don't know what else I can say. I feel like I'm repeating myself here. The game is beautiful. The soundtrack is there. It's got the Crash Bandicoot feel, and that's what we need. That's what we want. So I got this game, and I was like, all right, I'm so excited to play Crash, and I played the hell out of it. I beat this game in like a week, and there's like 40-something levels initially. There's the levels in reverse. There's time trials. There's all the classic Crash Bandicoot modes. You can either play as Crash Bandicoot or you can play as Coco through these levels. And then there's special levels where you can play as other characters like Cortex, like Dingo Dial. And those characters, apart from Cortex, I don't like Cortex. I like Dingo Dial. He's a lot of fun. And what the hell is the female Bandicoot, Tanya? I like her. Her levels are probably my favorite in the entire game. She is so much fun to play. She has like wall jumping and a grappling hook. Toys for Bob blew my mind with what they did here. The story is fantastic. It's a kids game. It's gotta be easy for kids to understand. It's good. Crash is good versus evil villains. Nothing groundbreaking. Nothing that we haven't seen a million times before. But it's good. It's good for a Crash Bandicoot game. We see Cortex kind of go through some character development here, to be honest, for a little bit. No spoilers, but Cortex, good, good writing, little outside the box for him. I'm trying to be vague to avoid spoilers here, but the levels are what shines. Honestly, Crash Bandicoot is all about the levels, and I think that Toys for Bob really nailed it. They made a difficult 3D platformer, which incorporated new elements that we haven't seen in Crash Bandicoot games before. They took out elements that nobody likes, like the underwater levels. Nobody liked the underwater levels in Crash Bandicoot. They got rid of them. That's great. I was so happy to see that. There is a part in the game where I did die 73 times, and this is what I'm saying. They kept the difficulty that Crash Bandicoot was known for in there. The level before the final boss, there is one section where you basically have to be frame perfect, switching between your masks to get through this laser grid. 73 deaths. It was absolutely ridiculous, and I was like, I'm not giving up. I'm going to get there, and I did get there. And that instilled such a feeling of like, oh my god, I did it finally. Because Crash can be hard, and a lot of these levels are hard. And so if you're opposed to difficult platforming, maybe this isn't for you. I love 3D platforming. Even though Crash is on the harder side of 3D platformers I play, I still love Crash Bandicoot. So, we have beautiful visuals, great soundtrack, good story, We have great 3D platforming. You know, all the levels are fantastic. We have a mixture of different characters you can play. So what's wrong with the game? Honestly, I don't know. There's overwhelming amount of content. The replayability is there because, like I mentioned, they have all the time trials. They have the mirror mode where you can play the levels in reverse. You can go back and play Crash Bandicoot levels for years. No, I played through the story and I was like, great, I have the story. But if I want to, I can go back and replay these levels. That is the charm of Crash Bandicoot. You can work towards that 105%. You can work towards getting all the collectibles because let me tell you, these collectibles are hard. They're hidden. These special areas, they are very difficult to get complete, get all the boxes. So you're going to be working at this for a while if you're a completionist and you know Crash Bandicoot is hard. So I really don't know what to fault about this game. The only issues I had were when you would try quick resume and then the sound would disappear. But I don't think that's a Crash Bandicoot issue because it was doing it on Prey too. So for me, I don't know what to fault. I go through our criteria for reviewing games here, and Crash Bandicoot doesn't have a negative. I have to say this is a phenomenal game. So, Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time. And let me tell you, it was about time. We finally got the Crash Bandicoot game we've all been asking for. I'm so excited that Crash is back. I hope this isn't the last entry. I have to be real. I can't rave about this game enough. Please get it. If you don't want to pay full price, fine, get it on sale. But this game, if you like 3D platforming, you need to play this game. Based on the criteria, Project X Talk is going to give Crash Bandicoot a perfect 10 out of 10. I can't fault this game. So, with an overwhelming review, this game is undoubtedly a must-play for anyone. And that is where I'm going to leave it. Go get that Wampa fruit. Bye.